What I'm about to share will change everything you think you know about wealth. A secret deal signed just days ago is already setting the stage for a financial shockwave. What happened in Davos on January 14th, 2026 is being actively hidden from the public, but today you're going to hear about it. This could be the most crucial information you ever come across. Why? Because it's not just about silver, it's about the future of money. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal is both terrifying and life-changing. Trust me, this is just the beginning. What you're about to hear isn't speculation, it's not a theory, it's a reality already in motion, hidden in plain sight. On January 14th, 2026, 44 nations met behind closed doors in Davos, Switzerland. They didn't announce climate agreements, celebrity panels, or new tech initiatives. No. They made a move that could change the global economy forever. A decision so seismic, the mainstream media is keeping it quiet. Why? Because it's not supposed to be happening. But here's the thing. This isn't just about silver. This is the moment that the world's financial system is being rewritten. The question is, how does this affect you? How do these quiet decisions buried in the dark corners of global summits translate into the most significant wealth transfer in modern history? And more importantly, what happens when you're left behind? Now, let me hit you with something that's going to shake the ground beneath your feet. 44 countries just signed a secret agreement that redefines silver as Tier 1 money. For the first time in modern history, silver is being recognized as an asset on the same level as gold. This isn't just some financial footnote. This change, buried on page 47 of a 312-page document, mathematically guarantees one thing: silver will hit $350 an ounce. But here's the part nobody's saying out loud. The institutions already know. The billionaires, the central banks, they've been quietly stacking silver for the past 18 months. While they've been telling you everything is fine, they've been preparing for what's coming. And that's where the clock is ticking. You've got maybe 90 days before this becomes mainstream news, and by then it might be too late. Now let's zoom out and see the bigger picture. This didn't happen overnight. The ground was set a year ago, January 2025, when the U.S. national debt crossed a terrifying milestone, $41 trillion. But it wasn't just the debt that sent shockwaves through the system. For the first time ever, the cost of servicing that debt exceeded the entire military budget. Let that sink in. $1.3 trillion every year just to keep the lights on. This was the tipping point. The U.S. dollar was bleeding credibility, losing its hold on the world stage. The BRICS nations launched their own settlement currency. Countries like China and Saudi Arabia began dumping U.S. treasuries. The once dominant petrodollar system was dying. And the elites? They saw the collapse coming from a mile away. So what did they do? They built their lifeboat. And that lifeboat is silver. Now let's dive deeper into the real bombshell, the one that changes everything. The official agenda for the World Economic Forum meeting on January 14th listed a seemingly dull session titled Reimagining Global Financial Architecture. No one batted an eye, but behind closed doors in a secure basement in Davos, central bankers and finance ministers from 44 nations gathered. No phones, no recording devices, just a 7-hour meeting that would rewrite the rules of global finance. When those doors opened, the financial system as we know it was fundamentally altered. But the mainstream media didn't report on it. Instead, they pushed celebrity panels and climate discussions. The real story? Buried, hidden until now. What happened next is nothing short of catastrophic for the current system, and it's why we're talking about this today. Here's where it gets even more explosive. What you're about to hear comes directly from the leaked document. On page 47, the language reads, "In recognition of the strategic importance of silver to global industrial capacity, renewable energy infrastructure, and monetary stability, signatory nations agree to reclassify physical silver bullion as a Tier 1 high-quality liquid asset." What does that mean? Simply put, silver just became as valuable as gold in the eyes of global banks. No more 50% discount, no more Tier 3 classification. Silver is now Tier 1, the highest quality asset in the world's banking system. And here's why that's critical. Every bank and financial institution on Earth now needs physical silver, not just paper contracts. Physical silver they can touch and verify. The implications of this shift are so massive that it will send silver prices skyrocketing and fast. We're talking a guaranteed $350 an ounce, and that's on the low end. Now let's break this down mathematically, because this is where it gets terrifying. The global banking system has approximately $180 trillion in assets. Under Basel regulations, banks are required to hold 10 to 12% of that as Tier 1 high-quality liquid assets. And that's about $18 to $22 trillion in reserves that must be held in gold, silver, or other Tier 1 assets. Here's the problem. Right now, banks hold only $2.8 trillion in gold. Imagine just 5% of their Tier 1 reserves being shifted into silver. That's $900 billion to $1.1 trillion in demand for physical silver. The problem? Global silver mine production is only about 850 million ounces per year. 56% of that is already consumed by industries like solar panels, electric vehicles, and electronics. That leaves just 374 million ounces of silver available for investment. So do the math, 900 billion in institutional demand against 374 million ounces available. That's a 33 to 1 ratio, meaning for every dollar of silver, there are $33 trying to claim it. The price can't do anything but explode, but it doesn't stop there. The London Bullion Market Association, LBMA, is in even worse shape. As of now, LBMA vaults hold 722 million ounces of silver. Sounds like plenty, right? Wrong. 84% of that silver is already allocated, owned by specific clients with specific claims. Only 116 million ounces are actually available and unallocated. Now, in the 72 hours following the Davos announcement, LBMA received requests for 340 million ounces, 3 times the available supply. What did they do? They implemented enhanced allocation protocols. That's code for rationing. If you try to buy silver today, you're quoted wait times of 8 to 12 weeks. 2 months for silver you've already paid for. This is no longer a functioning market. It's a system in complete collapse, and it's happening right now. So here's the bottom line. This is bigger than silver. This is about the fundamental restructuring of the global financial system. What we're witnessing is the rebirth of a new monetary order, a Bretton Woods 2.0, where precious metals like gold and silver are back at the heart of the world economy. But here's the kicker. Silver is the core of this new system. The $350 per ounce price tag is not some pipe dream. It's a mathematical certainty. And as more people realize this, the window to secure physical silver at these prices is closing faster than anyone realizes. What happens when this goes mainstream? When everyone rushes to get their hands on the same few ounces of silver? The prices will skyrocket, and those who were late to the game will be left holding nothing but paper promises. You still have time, but not much. Position yourself now before it's too late, because the future of money is already unfolding and it's coming fast.